Well, the next couple of hours or so will be critical in deciding their ultimate fate. Having made their intentions clear at the start of all this, now they have the chance to make it happen. It is all eyes forward and full steam ahead. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So straight into the action. Another episode of this age-old tale, uncompromising conflict.
Well, if you're looking for a match winner down there, Peter, we can't ignore Gabriel Batistuta, or Batigol, as he's become known.
Nobody would ignore him.
He has all the attributes, Peter, and the list is too long for me to mention them now. I'll settle on lethal. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now, this could be a chance. And Batistuta! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. A moment to savour for all of us. Lined up on the start line, their eyes fixed on the prize. It is the ultimate calm before the inevitable storm. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle and here we go. It is that familiar feeling again, old foes, fresh hostilities. Well, there is no one here, Jim, who's surprised to see Wesley Sneijder in the starting lineup.
Yeah, and I think they'll be looking to him to provide all the creativity again here. OK, he may not go box to box, and he is going to require everyone around him to do all the running for him, but with his skill on the ball, he'll make it happen. He'll pick them out.
And he was quick to react. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Ronaldinho. Now the delivery. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well.
And it's in! Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Schneider. And it's Nedved.
Waalaikumsalam, brother. I cannot speak Arabic, brother.
Chance here to counter.
I don't speak Arabic. Please write it in English, brother.
Martinez. Ronaldinho is in a really good position out wide. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And it's Zanetti. Aimed beyond the defence. Nice interception, well timed.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Can he finish? That is decidedly lacking.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Estupinian. Sucic. It's not an especially good pass, that. Now that looks a decent ball. Just eases him off the ball. Nicely weighted ball. Ronaldinho. Now it's Martinez. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Milan do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Short changes him with that pass. Looking for the run. Luis Enrique. Enrique's cross. De Gea claims it. Safe hands. Probing pass. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Berry. Can he get it through? Pirlo. Schneider can see things, others simply cannot. That has ended up in no man's land. Sucic. Well, that is one way to stop him. Can he get on the end of this? He's got away. De Bruyne! Knocks it into space. Martinez. And it's Sucic. And they've got a throw. De Bruyne. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Salmakers. He leaps for it. That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
Nedved, renowned for his long-range shooting. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. That's really well manoeuvred. Zanetti. And that's a throw-in. Looking to play him in. He's in plenty of space here. He's picked his way through. Martinez. De Bruyne. Akanji with the clearance. And he's there to retrieve it. Now, can they get him away?
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Schneider is someone with real dynamite in his boots. And here's De Bruyne. Looking for options for movement. De Bruyne, terrific effort! And that marks a high-octane end to the first half. Milan got as close can be right on the whistle, but it was not to be. So there was the first half.
Well, it was great to see them try to turn their possession and chances into a goal. They definitely wanted one before the break, and okay, while it didn't happen, things could start changing if they can continue in the same manner.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. So we reached the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. So off we go again.
Milan clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Thuram, quality ball. He has found the way through. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Inter Milan with the corner, they're first. And now they can spring out of defence. That has not gone well. Salamakers gets across to intercept that. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, well measured. And this is De Bruyne. Oh, he's had a shot! Pirlo. Could move up a gear here. Stood up well to him there. And it's Nedved. Zanetti. Tries to play it through. Spread it left. Drives it in. Oh, well played, well played.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And they've got rid. And they're back on the ball again. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. That's a lovely, neat pass. That is good alertness. Great vision. And this is Vieri. Milan can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Martinez. Played it in. Oh, good finish. It's a pretty loose pass. Ricci. Threads one in. Always onto this. And a chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, that was no routine save.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
Corner number 2 then. Vieri! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Plays a sharp little ball here. That's a nicely shaped ball. Towering header! Same attempt, same outcome. It threatens little.
Yeah, nothing overly wrong with the way the ball's been played in. They just need to make it count.
Estupinian gets a foot in here, and he plays one through. Oh, that's well spotted. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Space for him to turn and look.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Ambitious ball here. That's a nicely shaped ball.
Inter clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Shot could be... It's Ronaldinho! Goal! Milan! That could turn out to be a huge goal!
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Well, it's one of those, Peter.
And the shots! And that would have been game, set and match.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
And the shots! Now that's a real chance missed.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
Milan leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. Nedved proves just a little bit too strong. Ronaldinho. And that could set him on his way. Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. It's their second corner of the game. And it's been hooked away. And it's lofted through here.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Schneider was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Milan close now to seeing this one through to the end. Ronaldinho. He's found a way through. Now that's a fine challenge. Nedved. Now it's Vieri.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And this is Schneider. And it's Schneider. Goes for a shot! Oh, that could be pivotal! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. And there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Back to Parrott. Getting up there! Hit with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Surely now! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. So 90 minutes have come and gone. It's going to be extra time. So, Jim, any strong opinions after all of that?
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
So no winner at full time. We will be going the distance.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 80. Ronaldinho.
So our quest to find the winner continues. Milan conceded an equaliser late on. Now they have to do it all again. Do they have what it takes? Could be danger here. He's having a shot! That pass isn't the best. Tries to pass it through. And this is Vieri. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Tomori in with the challenge. Looking to play him in. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. That has been cut short. Pulisic gets a good foot in there. Ricci. Vieri. De Bruyne tries a shot! Another one of football's and how moments.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Inter Milan have their third corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Estupinian. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And we're halfway through extra time. So nothing yet in extra time to make a difference. This, the final 15 minutes, for someone to do something. And so the last chance to find a winner. This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it. A header! Oh, crossbar! Oh, what has happened here? Rabiot, that's a risky ball, you've got to say. And Donadoni, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Martinez, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Played into space. Ricci.
Vieri really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Ball is over the line. Tomori. Now it's full crook. That looks a cracking ball. And Donatoni shoots! Oh, wow, that's crazy! A game of margins, a game of thrills. This might just do it. There was to be only one outcome.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the...
Oh, that is asking for trouble. He's picked his way through. Shapes to shoot! Oh, he has absolutely drilled that. So their fourth corner of the game. Looking for options for movement. Now, can they get him away?
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Ricci. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Milan really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence boost.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Red and black wherever you turn. The San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. There's the whistle, and here we go. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be...
Getting up there! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
And it's been given away. Well, Mokhtar Dahari was truly a trailblazer for Malaysian football, Jim. So, as a player, what did you consider his most potent weapon?
Well, Peter, it's got to be his speed, which was unmatched. He has the raw pace to beat and outrun defences. That was the root of his success. His direct athleticism and the ability to get behind the tightest of defences, something he should do repeatedly here.
Van Nistelrooy. McAllister. Dani Olmo. Silvestre. Plays a sharp little ball here. Out of play for a goal kick. That's travelling a long way. Ronaldinho going face to face with his great rival. So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Looking for the run. Now it's Saka. Pass somewhat off target. Rijkaard. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Oh, the whistle's gone. What's he given? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. Kukçu is eyeing up his options in the middle.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
And a header! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. McAllister. Ibrahimovic! It's anyone's ball now. And that was very necessary. And we have our very first corner. And that should get the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Look at the space here. Dahari.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Neatly clipped into space. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Milan definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Belletti. And it's Olmo. That's Rijkaard. João Cancelo with the clearance. Oh, he's found support out wide.
Dahari clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Now it's Saka. Oh, that's fabulous. And the finish! They've got to be quick to recover this. Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Van Nistelrooy has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Dani Olmo conjures time and space where few can. Shevchenko could move up a gear here. Shevchenko showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And Van Nistelrooy! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Milan have their second corner now. Real chance here. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Now it's Shevchenko. Dahari. That's an imaginative pass. Schmeichel claims comfortably. Now, what about a counter-attack? And it's Belletti. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Nicked it back promptly. McAllister! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
McAllister.
And the whistle goes for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So there was the first half.
Well, both sides have been full of effort, industry, endeavour, and the stats are screaming good things at us. So it's been a very good watch for the neutrals so far, and I'm really looking forward to what's to come in the second half. This could get unpredictable.
So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start. Real chance! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
João Cancelo. Ederson. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Ronaldinho. Ambitious ball here. And that should get the job done. Kukçu. João Cancelo. Ball played for Kukçu. It's a searching pass. Well timed, excellent interception. Tries to pass it through. Chance! He's delivered all right!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Milan have taken the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers.
Chance! And there's a goal! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.113
Tunisia are,
spettatori.
of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Dani Olmo, and it's Drogba. And that pass just didn't quite work. Tomori, and it's Cancelo. Can he get it through? He's in plenty of space here. It's a promising position. Cross deflected behind for a corner. So, third corner of the game. Cleared without hesitation. Indonesia have the chance to go the other way. Now it's McAllister. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Ronaldinho has found the net here, of course. Some really good ball movement. Passing is crisp and sharp. Silvestre tries to play it through. Now it's Dani Olmo. Produces a cross. That's going to go a long way. Played it again. Expertly cut out. Really nicely done. Dahari looking sharper, more menacing with every chance that comes his way. Ederson. Indonesia can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. It's a good foot in there.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 24. Numero 22. Lasciano il campo per il numero 8. Il numero 13. Cambio di giocatori.
Now it's Kokchu, Raul, and it's Ricci. A probing pass.
Milan really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's had it nicked away. And that was asking for too much. It's not an especially good pass, that. Drogba chasing after it. Neymar with the foul. João Cancelo, Ferran Torres. And that's gone behind for a goal kick.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Shevchenko plays it in. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Oh, they can break here. Ball is over the line. Crossed into the middle. Ronaldinho.
Il quarto uomo indica 4 minuti di recupero.
Here comes another cross. And he's there to clear it. Juve. It's an inviting looking ball, that.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Shevchenko. Now that looks a decent ball. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And that is the last of the action. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're very much on the way now.
It's hard to overlook the presence of Tony Adams at the back here, Peter.
Yeah, well, he's dominant, isn't he, and uncompromising and courageous. Those are the sorts of words you always apply to. Shoot! He's done very well to get to that.
Diouf actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Silvestre, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Gerrard. He's a sharp little ball here. Serginho. This is a promising build-up. And it's Gerrard. Carvajal. Cross flung in towards the middle. Dani Olmo. That's a lovely, neat pass. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Serginho. And he's made sure that's not getting through. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, that is having a shot! They've scored! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
England are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Nunez was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, that's a key interception. And this is Vieri. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Vieri. Dani Olmo conjures time and space where few can. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Neymar just eases him off the ball. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Looking for the run. Diouf. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Silvestre making good progress. Hangs in a claw, good climb. Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Rijkaard. Oh, it's Gerrard. Aims beyond the defence. Vieri gets flagged offside. Great defending, strong and determined. Gerrard. And it's Serginho. Baresi. Vieri! And that's a good finish. England are back in business. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter.
And a chance! And that was very necessary. And here's Dani Olmo. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Played into space. Baresi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Nicely weighted ball. Cross goes in there. Vermin applies the finish. Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
He's shifting through the gears here. Nunez. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Big chance, corner. England with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Gerrard with the short one. And here's Gerrard. Delivery from Dani Carvajal. Cleared away. Duke. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Indonesia clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Well read, nice interception. Oh, easy pickings there. It's a searching pass. Pinches it off him. Duke receives it in a good position here. Chance! It's there! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the...
And that is all they have time for. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Indonesia are leading, but it is still delicately poised. It's 2-1.
Substitution.
So we're underway for the second half. Hazard. Neymar. And he's had it nicked away. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. That was travelling.
We all love a trier, Peter, but the wiser choice would have been ball into box.
Beckenbauer kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Knocks it into space. Dani Olmo wants to run onto this. Messi. No, that's been intercepted. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Stood up well to him there. Ronaldinho. Now, has he got the beating of his mark? Chance, surely! And yes, it's there! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome...
Takes a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Hazard really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. Messi plays it short. Well, they want another corner, and it looks as though they're going to get it. Corner number 3 coming up. Messi goes short. And now a sudden chance to counter. That has been cut short. Oh, that's well spotted. Carvajal is one whose deliveries we all know about. And it's Neymar. Neymar. Oh, this is a very good run. Neymar has been caught there. It's a foul. Oh, it's a vicious effort. Oh, now he can run away with it. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. McAllister. McAllister powering forward here. Oh, he's having a go! Good try, very good try, in fact.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
22, Danny Olmo. Coming on to replace him is number 18,
Tunisia
Ronaldinho.
are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Belletti. McAllister. Rijkaard.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He is through here. That's an excellent interception. Cleared without hesitation. Oh, good ball. Messi.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Now, can they get him away? It's a loose ball. Header comes in! And that's a real chance missed.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Belletti. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Indonesia clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Can he finish? Messi. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Neymar. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Neymar. Great chance! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Substitution for Indonesia, number 14.
Corner number
Neymar.
2 then.
Number 20, McAllister. Coming on the field, number 9,
Ibrahimovic!
number 33.
And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Substitution for Indonesia, number
Indonesia
19,
have their third corner.
Raj Diouf. Coming on the field is number 10, Didier Drogba.
Boyan! That has been knocked clear. And it's Belletti. Drogba. Now this could be a chance. Impressive jump. Carvajal can get it clear. Zaire Emery. Hangs one in.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Goes forward. Drogba might just make this. That has not gone well. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Silvestre. He can run onto that. Pass somewhat off target. Ronaldinho.
This is the time you need that pace.
And he's worked it through. He's in a great position here. Look at the space here. Big chance! And the referee brings it to a close. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. So things are underway. How are you reading this formation, Jim Beglin?
Well, most teams that use this system, Peter, will...
Chance! And he's really put himself on the line here. Indonesia with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short. Real chance! Hakimi with the clearance. And this is Ibrahimovic. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Mbappe. Neymar, with 200 games under his belt now, the standout name from both lineups. Don't you reckon, Jim?
Yeah, he's the mainstay in this team, Peter, and his value can never be underestimated. One of the first names on the team.
Dani Olmo! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Camavinga. And it's Tonali. Grealish. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
Messi looking to play him in. And it's Grealish. That's a corner kick. Messi goes short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Lobbed in behind. Oh, that's a key interception. Tonali can see things others simply cannot. No goals as yet. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Played back into the centre. Camavinga gives it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Dani Olmo. And that's really well manoeuvred.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Ibrahimovic. Grealish.
Manchester United really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
And he's there to belt it away. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Messi has got himself a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
He's having a good look here. Messi! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
Looking for the run. DiMarco makes the interception. Hernandez. Hakimi. Now Tonali. Grealish. And it's Grealish. Now he's got space here. Nice interception, well timed.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Pinches it off him. Now it's Mbappe. Serginho. Oh, that's a fine interception. Ibrahimovic can be a real threat inside the box. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's McAllister. He has found the way through. Tries one from range. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Now, what about this cross? Hernandez tries to clear. Takes a shot! And again! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Indonesia really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Messi. He won't be happy with that one. Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. Indonesia have their second corner now. Not quite sure who got the final touch, but it will be another corner. So, third corner of the game. Neymar plays it short. Shapes to shoot!
There will be 1 minute added time.
Messi. And it's Messi. Hernandez. And that is the end of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So we reached the halfway point.
Well, it was great to see them try to turn their possession and chances into a goal. They definitely wanted one before the break, and okay, while it didn't happen, things could start changing if they can continue in the same manner.
So we reached the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the... It's Neymar! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Indonesia get their fourth corner. There's the shot! And the keeper's relieved to see that disappear wide.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
Tonali. And it's Camavinga. And it's Grealish. Good ball over the top. He's having a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Ibrahimovic. Now it's Dani Olmo. Showing great feet there. He's found a way through. Dani Olmo stood his ground strongly. Hernandez getting this one clear.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Mbappe is onto this. Looking for options for movement.
Diouf really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Hakimi. Still absolutely nothing to report here goals-wise. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's DiMarco. Tonali. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Grealish. Grealish Going face to face with his great rival. That's a delicate pass. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Caught offside that time. Grealish, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. And it's Hakimi. Can he get on the end of this? Spread neatly. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Now it's Tonali, and he's in on goal. Back when it goes. Well read, and the danger is averted. Juve, and he's managed to get free.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Tries to cross.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Tonali and Serginho. DiMarco. And it's Serginho. Now Tonali. Serginho. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Now it's Mbappe. Hangs in a cross.
Well, we've seen much better choices than that. That always looked like the wrong one.
Tonali. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Ibrahimovic! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Danny Olmo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Number 10, Grealish. Number 6, Eduardo Camavinga. Coming on the field, number 11, Rafinha. Number 22, Zielinski. Substitution.
They're up to 5 corners now. De Gea breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Indonesia will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change.
Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet.
And it's Zielinski. This is a promising build-up. Zielinski. The referee's awarded a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Well, this looks promising. He's gone for it! Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Hazard. Now it's Ronaldinho. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Can he get onto this? Donatoni, neatly clipped into space. No foul, says the referee. DiMarco. Rijkaard proves too strong. And it's Ronaldinho. Duke gets on his shot, a goal! And that's it! It is done! So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game yet to
everybody,
kick
and
off.
welcome to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We are just getting started. So, Jim, this feels like a lineup designed to counter threats out wide, is that it?
Yeah, you will in theory have the numerical advantage, Peter, on the wings. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge for the opposition to try to get past you. On the other hand, you're essentially inviting your opponents up the field. It's going to be a fine balancing act between letting your opponents have the ball and looking for...
Real chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Ratchaburi with the corner, there first. Ibrahimovic clears it away. Hakimi. And that's gone loose. McAllister in acres of space out wide. He has found the way through. And he whips it across. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? That's a cute ball. And it's Belletti. Now here's the delivery.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
shot could be on. McAllister! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Peter, we're very fortunate to be in the presence of Gianfranco Zola.
One of Italy's most beautiful footballers ever.
No doubt. And he brings such a natural, instinctive feel to a game with his freedom of movement and his dazzling ball skills.
Dani Olmo going face-to-face with his great rival. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, well played. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Thinks about the shot. Upamecano clears without hesitation. Pinches it off him. Zielinski. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Here's Zielinski. Ratchaburi are a team that take pride in possession.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. They like to be brave with the ball, get on it, have a go, Peter, try something different. They certainly have the players who are very eager to take that on.
Knocks it into space. He's found a way through. Played in. Cleared away. Oh, he's been caught napping. And the shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
That's been drilled forward. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Now it's Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. It's a pretty loose pass. Rijkaard. McAllister. Shevchenko. And they can counter here. Half an hour played now. Now it's Ibrahimovic. He's bit. Chance for a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Goes forward. Shevchenko chasing after it. Zielinski. That is ended up in no man's land. Zola is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Shevchenko.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
And here's Shevchenko. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. And they've been given a corner. Corner number 2 then. And that has left him in a heap. And now they can spring out of defence. Plays it through. No, it's come to nothing. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Zielinski. And it's Serginho. And it's Rodri. Little pass back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Messi! Plenty to enjoy about the build-up there, not so much the finish. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. plenty for both managers to mull over
Hello,
here.
attendees. This is
The midway point of the game.
What a pleasant surprise to see how open this game is turning into. Just wondering if the two teams are going to keep doing what we've seen in the first half. I hope that a cautious aspect doesn't kick in.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And we are back on the way.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later. They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Dani Olmo has it in a wide position. And it's claimed by the keeper. Rijkaard calmly anticipates. Ronaldinho. It's Ronaldinho! And he's gone looking for safety. Messi. Hakimi. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Impressive, Joe. Has fallen kindly here. There it is!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
The goal scorer for Indonesia.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
And it's Serginho. Nice-looking ball. It's a promising position. Serginho. And a header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
It's a searching pass. And that has put paid to that. And here's Shevchenko. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better.
Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Can he get it through? Shevchenko is onto it in a flash. Silvestre. Well, that pass isn't the best. Indonesia are leading here through the only goal of the game, scored early in the second half. And the score is 1-0. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Messi. Solar. Hakimi finding himself in space. Aimed at the far side. Getting up there! Harmlessly behind.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Substitution
So we have
on the
movement
field.
on both benches.
Number 10, Messi. Coming on the field is number 21, El Hadj Diouf. Substitutions taking place.
McAllister threads one in. Zielinski, and that's been intercepted. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Ju! And Neuer pulls off a sensational save! And a chance! Oh, and that should have been two.
McAllister has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
Indonesia have their second corner now. Oh, a few ironic cheers tell the story. And here's Neymar. Now it's Drogba. This looks promising.
Indonesia clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Oh, that's fabulous. Indonesia still ahead by the game's only goal. Diouf. Dani Olmo. Shoots! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Substitution.
You really can't believe it. He let the opposition off the hook there, and he knows it all too well.
No way through. And he shoots! And no! He had to, and yet he could. He's having a hit! Delicious from Diouf! He's got himself an absolute peach. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. He has given that the lot. Bang!
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Indonesia are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Kubasi. He's through here. Diouf. Caught offside that time. Adams. Zola. Over
There
to
will
the
be
right
5
flank.
minutes added time.
Hoisted in. And that's the keeper's ball. 5 minutes to add. Zielinski. Zola. And it's Zielinski. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Adams kept his eye on it, and he's there. Hakimi. Kukçu is always scanning the... And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel
and
like that.
welcome to today's
The stadium
match.
is full of noise and energy. This
Against
certainly
Indonesia.
matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We're up and running then. Alessandro Nesta looking a picture of calm out there, Jim. No doubt ready to deliver yet another defensive masterclass.
Yeah, a man who week in, week out took on the very best attackers. He always embraced that, and they very rarely got the better of him.
A proper virtuoso of the game. Even the most brutal tackles were delivered with flawless timing, impeccable grace, elegance.
Spot on.
McAllister, Diouf, and he's got away from him. And he's there to get it away, and smartly reclaimed. Looking for the run. Oh, he's found support out wide. Baresi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Ronaldinho. He is through here.
Oh, really well played.
He's cut it out. Ronaldinho with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
And he was quick to react. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Hakimi, and he's quick to snatch it back. And no, that was never going to make it.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Now that looks a decent ball. Space for him to turn and look.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Chance, surely! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
Indonesia have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Probing pass. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Very nicely done. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
That's a good ball out wide. Aimed beyond the defence. Ronaldinho. Great ball. McAllister! And no mistake. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. You don't keep those outs. He knew. He just knew.
Oh, what a hit, Peter. And there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured. It was simply inch perfect.
Indonesia are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Nicely weighted ball. Look at this. And the shot! Yes! And they're threatening to fly away here. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Indonesia find a position of real strength now.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ronaldinho pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Messi will not want to lose out. And Shevchenko! And it's in! They're back within reach! Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Indonesia may be down, but not out just yet. Dani Olmo, it's a pretty loose pass. Silvestre. And it's Belletti. Can he get it through? Now it's Aubameyang.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
McAllister. Juve. A quick look, thought about cutting inside.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Messi. Dani Olmo. Aubameyang providing an outlet on that flank. He's had it taken off him. And the referee has signalled for half-time.
Indonesia are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Well, we've been blessed with a goal-laden first half. 3-1 is the half-time score. And we're already back up and running after half-time. And this is Dembele. And he's there to retrieve it. Dani Olmo! It's wide, but only just.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Maldini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he's quick to get rid. That'll be a throw. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. Dembele's cross. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
De Rossi. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. McAllister defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, that's fabulous. Juve. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Now it's Messi. Dembele. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Dani Olmo plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Now it's McAllister. Indonesia needed that, they really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Schmeichel with the clearance, and that's been won straight back. And here's Shevchenko. Ronaldinho tries to play it through. Zanetti. And it's Olmo. And here's Aubameyang. And that interception was most necessary. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Ronaldinho. And he's managed to get free.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Substitution for Indonesia. Number 21, Aubameyang. Number 11, Dani Olmo. Number 19,
where it came from.
Shevchenko. Number 16.
Indonesia still have the cards to affect this game.
Number 20. Neymar.
He's only too happy to take that back. Ball's
Number
played
9.
through.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
It's Neymar!
Substitution in progress.
And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Rijkaard.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He's got away. Ronaldinho steaming forward at pace. Donnarumma gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. McAllister takes a shot. Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Oh, he went for it there, knowing full well that it could have all been wrapped up.
Tries to thread one through. And he was alert to it. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Drogba. Passing is crisp and sharp. Maldini. And they're quick to get it back. Great vision. And this is Neymar. Ronaldinho. It's played through for him. He's found a way through. Decent chance! Hakimi. The final 5 minutes. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And here's Neymar. Neymar! And he hits the net. And what a climax we have here. And that really is so impressive.
Number 20. Neymar! Substitution.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Indonesia give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Now he's running away. Now it's Drogba.
2 added minutes has been
He's got
indicated.
space here. Donnarumma claims comfortably. Time added on will be 2 minutes. It's a searching pass, and he's made sure that's not getting through. And there goes the final whistle. Indonesia have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Como.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, you know, if required.
Which has come to be expected from players in that position now, but at the time, of course, it was revolutionary.
Absolutely was.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Great vision. Dani Olmo.
That was lovely, that.
Delivers with whip. And it's hoisted clear. Finds himself unceremoniously floored. Now it's Shevchenko. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Como clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Batistuta, he's picked his way through. And they're quick to get it back. Dembele. And here's Batistuta. And that's gone loose. Cafu, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. And it's Ibrahimovic. McAllister receives it in a good position here. McAllister unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now this could be a chance. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Spread out to the left. Now it's Shevchenko. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Played out towards the right wing. Dembele. Dani Olmo promptly onto that, and that is that. Dani Olmo. Diouf. Decent chance! So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Oh, that's fabulous. That's good defending, very good defending. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Batistuta! Oh, cracking effort.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Can he get it through? Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
He's got plenty of space out wide here, and that's aimed into the middle. And he's taking no chances there.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Belletti. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Belletti. Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Batistuta is flagged offside. Waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Batistuta. He's through here. Batistuta, expertly cut out, really nicely done. And he can thump it away. Ronaldinho. Duke, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Threads one in. Oh, easy pickings there. Ball is over the line. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. That's a cute ball. Not the most accurate pass. And he cuts out the supply. Ronaldinho. McAllister. Oh, good spread. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? He's gone down. And that brings the first half to a close. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So neither side has found a way through yet.
After all that probing and testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
Turn towards the screen for
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. So right back into the action.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
It's Ibrahimovic! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Indonesia are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Shevchenko. Oh, that's ambitious. Strokes it back. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. McAllister tries to pass it through, and he passes it long. That has been cut short. And here's McAllister. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Fermin looking to receive it in space. And it's Belletti. Well, that has not gone well. Nicely aimed pass. 60 minutes played. And no, that was never going to make it. Ronaldinho. And it's been played through. De Gea gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And he's intervened well there. Baresi. And it's Olmo. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. McAllister. Joe! That is some save from De Gea! McAllister. And it's McAllister. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And that should get the job done. Howson wins the duel this time.
Diouf really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Duke. Ronaldinho. And he's quick to return it. Gets a good foot in there. Ronaldinho showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And he shoots! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Chiellini kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Batistuta. Good ball, good take. Batistuta! Batistuta! It's a goal! Finally, the deadlock is broken.
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
After 74
That was a given. It always was.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Deli Olmo. Coming on to replace him is number 14, Neymar.
So we have movement on both benches. So we have the first goal.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency.
It's Neymar! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he's there to clear it. Now here's the delivery.
That's good defensive concentration.
And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Indonesia really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Here's a chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Now it's Isco. He is through here. Isco. Como have a free kick. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
Grimaldo is eyeing up his options in the middle. Getting up there! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Out towards the flank. Tries to play it through. Flings it across. And that's in! And right near the end, we have parity.
The goal scorer for Indonesia after 86 minutes is number 7, Andrei Shevchenko. Andrei Shevchenko. Andrei Shevchenko. Substitution for Indonesia, number 24.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
Substitution in progress.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Isco has the space to scheme. Isco's cross. Towering header! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Cafu. That has ended up in no man's land. Pass somewhat off target. And the pass is intercepted. Now he's got space here. And here's Neymar. Silvestre picks it up out wide. Kanji clears it away. Big chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner of course, but the crowd largely... Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We're up and running then. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, it would have to be the highly rated Dean Howson. The perfect blend of total football and tiki-taka. I like the front-footed approach he takes to defending. He's very effective, pushing people back by almost joining in central midfield himself. And, you know, he has a real air of authority about him now as he matures through the game.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Great vision. Now that's well seen too. Vermeer. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, that pass isn't the best. Long ball upfield. Timber. Vermeer. Oh, no joy this time. A few interesting forays forward, but so far they haven't amounted to much. Silvestre. And that's a... And Van Nistelrooy! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Van Nistelrooy really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Now there's the clearance. Looking to play him in. Can he finish? He's delivered all right!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
The goal scorer after 14 minutes is number 10, Ruud van Nistelrooy.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Looks to the other side.
Well spotted. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And it's Ibrahimovic. Vermeer looking for the chance to skim one in from range. That's been cut out, well played. Marquinhos. Keeper's got good distance on that. Rijkaard. Hoisted upfield by the keeper, and he was quick to react. Juve.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
And he's had it nicked away. Dani Olmo. He's a sharp little ball here. Cross needs to be... Oh, great leap! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And here's Ronaldinho. Juve. Juve! That is some save from De Gea. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And now they can spring out of defence. That has ended up in no man's land. And here's Dani Olmo. Hoisted in. And the shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Indonesia have their second corner now. And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Ibrahimovic. Not the most accurate pass. Chips it through. Well cut out. No margin for error there at all. That has not gone well. Searching pass he's played there. Silvestre kept his eye on it, and he's there. Indonesia do have a chance to counter here. And here's Ibrahimovic. McAllister. He is onto this.
Indonesia truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Tries to play it through. Great ball if he can get there. And he's managed to get free. Shapes to shoot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Baresi. Five minutes till the break. Dani Olmo. And here's McAllister, and it's Belletti. That is good strength. Ball, oh, good! Off the post! Goal! They have pulled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Indonesia restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter.
It's Ronaldinho! Marvellous goal! He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable act. And that is all they have time for. Well, we have quite a thrilling narrative here. Despite their early setback, they are now the ones in the driving seat, and all of a sudden things are looking pretty rosy. The midway point of the game.
Oh, what a half, Peter. What a half. It really has had a bit of everything. Two sides going tooth and nail, trying to win this from the off. If only all games could serve this up.
Indonesia are leading, but it is still delicately poised. It's 2-1. The second period is underway. And it's made its way to him. He has found the way through. Getting up there! And no mistake. Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage. Fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. They did a
decent chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Berbatov very much knows he had to stick that away. You're not going to get many better chances.
Oh, that's a key interception. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Ronaldinho. Ambitious ball here. Baresi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's McAllister. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And the ball's gone astray. Rijkaard.
Indonesia really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again.
Oh, super ball, real chance! In he goes again. No, he didn't quite meet it right. Looking for options for movement. Van Nistelrooy unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. 60 minutes played. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, played through for the wide man. Diouf. And that's aimed into the middle. And he's cut it out. Donadoni. Timber charging forward, the ball at his feet.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Shoot! He's got a goal! Into the lead once more. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Indonesia have their lead.
Ponta Grossa really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Rijkaard gets across to intercept that. Dani Olmo. Diouf. Donadoni. That's a good run down the left. Rijkaard. No, he's not getting his way this time. Van Nistelrooy. No, that's been intercepted. Just about up to 75 minutes. Can he get it through?
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space. Indonesia surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Ronaldinho. Timber. And the counter is on. He's found space here. Throw it.
Substitution for Indonesia. Number 22, Dani Olmo. Coming on the field is number 14, Neymar.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Chiellini. Oh, can he get onto this? Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Indonesia have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. It's Neymar! And that really should have been that.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
Donadoni. And it's Belletti. Can he latch on to this? Oh, Red, nice interception. Rijkaard. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Chance! Cleared away. In with the challenge.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Ibrahimovic! Xavi Simons, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability.
There will be 3 minutes.
He's there to retrieve it. Howson. Chance for a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Could move up a gear here. He's got away. He's having a shot! And I think we're done. Yes, we are done. Tunisia have won it by sheer force of character, as winning teams do.
Waduh, sorry bro, udah mau offline gue bro. Udah dari tadi nih, udah berapa jam nih? Udah 3 jam men bro. Besok ya, besok. Udah 3 jam main dari jam 9 tadi main. Oke, besok ya. Habis push rank tadi, habis push rank.